So you just unlocked that score streak you've been struggling to get the whole game, and now it's time to pop that bad boy. But wait, do you really need to use that score streak at that moment?
Yes.
Would it actually be beneficial?
I mean, it's all right, like...
Or would it be to the detriment of you and your team? Well, don't worry. I got you. That's why you're watching this video now. YouTube suggested this video to you because you are so bad. Sorry, I meant good at using score streaks. All right, let's get right into the main part of the video. There's a secret tip at the end of the video, so stick around till the end for the tip. Please don't skip to the end without watching the whole video. So what is a score streak? P.S. Too bad for whoever skipped to the end looking for the tip because there's no secret tip. Just wanted to make y'all watch till the end. My buddy ChatGPT said a score streak is a gameplay mechanic that... Oh my god, that's a long-ass explanation. Let's just imagine score streaks as superpowers the gods of Activision gave to us, the inhabitants of the CODM universe. From superpowers that spawn choppers out of thin air to one that kinda transforms you into the Hulk. Starting with a very favorite score streak of mine, this score streak when deployed reveals enemy positions on the mini-map for a limited time, allowing you and your team to see exactly where your opponents are. Yeah, you guessed right, it's the UAV. This is basically the easiest score streak to acquire while playing. Now, because of its easy-to-unlock nature, it doesn't always mean you pop it when you get it. Remember,
Timing is everything.
a very good moment to deploy the UAV is before a major push to capture a point. And remember, communication is also key here. Make sure to let your teammates know when you've deployed the UAV so they can take full advantage of the enemy positions.
Yeah, really understand this about life. This is life gonna start. This is where life is gonna live.
Of course, the UAV isn't just a tool for you to use, it's also something you'll have to contend with when facing off against enemy teams. That's where the next score streak comes into play, the counter UAV. As you already know from the name, the counter UAV counters enemy UAVs. The most obvious and straightforward time to use a counter UAV is when the enemy team has deployed a UAV. Activating a counter UAV will disrupt their minimap and radar, making it harder for them to track your team's movements and plan their strategies effectively. Another good time to deploy a UAV is at critical moments of the match, such as when the enemy team is attempting to capture an objective or make a major push. Disrupting their communication and awareness at these key moments can throw off their coordination and give your team an advantage. Another effective time to deploy a counter UAV is after a major kill streak from an opponent. An enemy player who has just achieved a high kill streak is likely to deploy a UAV, preemptively use a counter UAV to negate the impact of their score streak and deny them the intelligence advantage. So let's move on to the next score streak, the Sentry Gun. The Sentry Gun is a deployable score streak that functions as an automated turret, capable of autonomously targeting and eliminating enemy players within its line of sight. When it comes to defending points, the Sentry Gun is your best friend. Place it near the point you want to defend, preferably in a location with a clear line of sight and cover from enemy fire. Also, one of the lesser-known advantages of the Sentry Gun is the ability to be repositioned. Most players deploy their Sentry Guns and leave them in the same spot until they get destroyed or their time expires. Let's imagine a scenario where you place your Sentry Gun at one entrance, and it successfully kills all 5 members of the enemy team because they were coming from that direction. Logically, you should know the enemy team now has information on the location of that Sentry Gun, so the most proper thing to do is to reposition that Sentry Gun so you can get more kills with it. Let's move on to the next item on the list, Cluster Strike. The Cluster Strike is one score streak that, if used well, would turn the tide of battle in your favor. The Cluster Strike is literally tons of explosives raining down on any area you designated. How is that not cool? But remember, folks,
Timing is everything.
the Cluster Strike's most basic use is for clearing points, so only use it when enemies are clustered together in the point. but there's still something you should always take note of. What type of point it is. So basically, we have two types of points, secured points and vulnerable points. Let's take Nuketown, for example. P1 is a vulnerable point because it is open and doesn't provide any form of infrastructural protection. A cluster strike would be very effective in clearing this type of point. Now, P2 is a secured point because it's covered and gives whichever team is inside a form of protection. So using a cluster strike on this type of point would be a waste. So having awareness of the type of point you want to clear is necessary. One other lesser-known usage of the cluster strike score streak is its use in holding enemy spawn. If you are able to figure out where your opponents are spawning from, deploying the cluster strike there will not only get you kills, but it would disorient the enemy's gameplay. Hey you, are you enjoying the video so far? Have you learned one or two things? If yes, consider subbing to the channel. It would mean a lot. I'm almost at 2K subs, and who knows, I'll probably have passed 2K by the time you're watching. The Stealth Chopper. The Stealth Chopper is a versatile score streak that can be deployed strategically to provide air support, control key areas of the map, and disrupt enemy movements. The Stealth Chopper is a nightmare to many players. Imagine respawning and dying to the Stealth Chopper 3 times in a row. That can be really frustrating. In my opinion, the Stealth Chopper should be basically used as a distraction. It's 2024, bro. A lot of players know how to counter it. As good as the Stealth Chopper is, players are already prepared for it, to the point of creating loadouts just for the purpose of equipping launchers. So what did I mean when I said using it for distraction? When you notice the match is getting heated and both your team and the enemy team are contesting for a point, deploy the Stealth Chopper. At the moment, you've given them an additional task, which is to destroy the Stealth Chopper. That should give your team an upper hand. So folks, remember to use your score streak strategically, coordinate with your team, and adapt to the ever-changing flow of the match. If you think I should make a part 2, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.